The Oguta Blue Lake has defined the economy of this town for a long time, as the people depend on it as source of livelihood. On a typical day, the Oguta Lake is a beehive as various commercial activities take place here. Most people await the pontoon to help them cross over. The barge can ferry cars as well and bikes. There is no bridge here, and so in order for the people of the community to keep tabs on what is going on with their neighboring communities or their farm settlement, they employ the services of the boat riders or the pontoon. Fishermen are seen carrying out various fishing expeditions. The catch is either sold as they are caught or dried depending on what the buyer's choice is. While some choose to ply their trade by the lakeside, others take to the market where they hope sales would be better. The Oguta Lake also serves the domestic needs of the people who bring their clothes here for washing. Some others have perfected ways of boosting their revenue by engaging in excavation of sharp sand, one of the main materials used by glass manufacturing industry, which is abundantly available here. Nkem is one of the youth leaders in Oguta, and he sees the lake as having benefited the community a great deal. He, however, is not impressed by what he termed underutilized resources.
There's not much going on in the lake. You can see people. The lake is just a means to transport people from Oguta to Osso and even our farmlands there. The lake has been serving the community for as long as anybody can remember. You know, the fishes, and it's actually a means of people actually get a source of livelihood from the lake. You know, before the oil era, there was Oguta, and there will always be Oguta. You know, yesteryears, our forefathers and the old people in Oguta have come a long way in developing Oguta. If you watch, when you walk through the streets, it's like a maze. You know, it's like a maze, and it didn't happen overnight. This was the planning that was put on ground by most of these people. I could mention a few names, and a few people like General Hospital was brought to Oguta by Flora Wapa, was the commissioner during the Eastern, when we had the Eastern states. She personally brought the General Hospital to Oguta. Late Mayor Zimiro personally brought, he started with his money, he financed the first secondary school around this area.
Healthcare has remained paramount to the Oguta people, and this general hospital served the people years back, but the reverse seems to be the case now.
The general hospital is in a very horrible state. You saw part of it. It's in a very horrible state. Over time, the NDDC had come, you know, to put some things in place, bring some hospital equipments. You know, most of the time they arrange some free medical programs for people, and it helps. But these are things they come to do a couple of months and go back. You know, so nobody stays here to really see how the hospital is being run. I don't think they stay with the introduction of FMC and stuff. Nobody looks at Oguta General Hospital again. I remember those days, most of us were born there. Our fathers, everybody was born there actually. And then people come from away. When you have serious medical cases, people come from away to Oguta to get treated. But now there's nothing in place. But I think the government of Rochas, recently started doing some innovations, and I hope it continues.
Various governments have made plans to put the lake into a more profitable use. But as it appears, these intentions barely see the light of the day. One of such projects is the Oguta seaport that has since been abandoned.
The federal government actually recently, about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, they gave out a contract for a seaport. That contract was what, I don't know, I wouldn't be sure, but it ran into billions, you know, for construction of seaports in Oguta, somewhere around Osemoto. And the work started. It's been 3-4 years, nothing has happened. And if a seaport is put in place here, you know what will happen. You know how things will move. It's not about people going from here to Oso again. People will have to transport their goods to Onitsha. Beyond, you can even get here to the One port that is in use. Part of things that goes to One will come here. It's close. It's closer to Lagos than One. So if something like that is put in place, it's going to be huge, you know, for Oguta and these environs, even the neighboring towns. For Imo State, because now Imo State will have a seaport, and it will bring a lot of investments. We'll have a wharf here. There will be a lot of things in place.